Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Kimberlei Davis. I hope that you're well. Thousands are gathering in Charlotte to pay their final respects to the Reverend Billy Graham in Charlotte. We have live streaming coverage of the private funeral services online and on our mobile app. The politics, protests, and power players are taking over Hollywood's biggest night, the Oscars. Plus, NBA champion Kobe Bryant can now add Oscar nominee to his list of credits. And some may be traveling back to Wakanda to see T'Challa or Black Panther in Marvel's smash superhero movie based in Africa. But Wakanda might be closer than you think. And did you know that Puerto Ricans were granted U.S. citizenship by President Woodrow Wilson on this day in 1917? Well, now you know. And I'll have another moment in history, celebrity birthdays, and that's all coming up next, today, Friday, March 2nd. The Oscars are just 2 days away. ABC's Chris Connolly is in Hollywood with a look at how the show will handle the Me Too movement and what we can expect for the movies.
For viewers, Sunday's 90th Academy Awards figures to bring the usual bounty of thrilled performers,
I got that sunshine in my pocket.
grateful filmmakers, and zingtastic gags. It will also bring recognition of the recent battle against decades of toxic masculinity in Hollywood and the Time's Up vow to carry the fight elsewhere.
The Oscars is often at the forefront of social causes. It has been for years, so it makes sense that we would land here.
Some of the award season's most controversial players, including the disaster artists James Franco and last year's Best Actor winner Casey Affleck, do not figure to be in attendance on Hollywood's biggest night. Expect hashtags of all sorts to be flying as the show airs live. But along with the activism, there are movies to celebrate. The ceremony will be eager to do just that.
It is the one I always say people practice in their bathroom mirror for their whole lives, what it would feel like to win an Oscar.
But who will get to say those words for real? In Best Actor, Gary Oldman's utter transformation into Winston Churchill for Darkest Hour gives him an edge.
We shall never surrender!
As a mother seeking justice, Frances McDormand's Best Actress-nominated performance in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri has all the colors of the rage rainbow. Its fury seems in tune with the times.
You, get over here.
Supporting actor favors 3 Billboards' Sam Rockwell, while supporting actress pits 2 maternally magnificent performances from Lady Bird's Laurie Metcalf and I, Tanya's Allison Janney, thought to be the favorite.
That's the sacrifice a mother makes.
Best Picture could offer edge-of-your-seat drama at the end of the show. The Shape of Water has been seen as the top choice. 3 Billboards, meanwhile, has great performances and a zeitgeisty serrated edge.
How long has this been going on, this thing?
And no film was more talked about, in more interesting ways, than Jordan Peele's stunning debut feature, Get Out. By that measure, it's the movie of the year. Is it the best movie of the year? That will be Oscar's call.
From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you.
He's a 5-time NBA champion and now Laker legend. Kobe Bryant is an Oscar nominee. Here's George Pinocchio with more on the NBA star who's gone Hollywood.
Laker legend Kobe Bryant is part of a new team, and he's hoping to make a slam dunk at the Oscars with his new teammate, Glenn Keane. Kobe spent 2 decades in professional basketball. Glenn's been in animation more than 4 decades. Together, they made the animated short, Dear Basketball. It's based on the letter Kobe wrote announcing his retirement from the game that changed his life.
From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you.
And that's the kind of the core of the film itself. It's starting with a dream, working to get to that dream, accomplishing that dream, and now what do? You have to be able to let go and move on.
I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one.
Kobe wanted this project hand-drawn, so he turned to former Disney animator Glenn Keane, whose many credits include The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. One thing Glenn knew for sure, he'd need little Kobe and big Kobe on the court at the same time.
And it was going to be like a basketball ballet between the two as they're moving. And as I thought of that, it was like, I just got chills because this story was going to go so far beyond it was not just about basketball. It was, dear, you fill in your dream. That's what it is.
For Kobe and Glenn, the dream is real, even if it still feels like a dream.
Wait, what? What is this? It's not Staples Center? What am I doing here?
Kobe is embarking on the next chapter of his life. For Dear Basketball's music, he called his friend, 51-time Oscar nominee and 5-time winner, composer John Williams.
And he goes, well, I would love to, and I'm just a little busy with Star Wars, but I think I can cut out some time and to do this. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? Remember that? I was like, seriously?
Williams just made one request before he signed on.
Do you mind if I use the same orchestra as I'm using for the Star Wars film? I'm like, yeah, I think we're good with that.
But they were both shocked by what the composer told them next.
I've never seen a basketball game in my life.
Literally.
If you'd like to see Dear Basketball, it's online for free on Verizon's family of media properties. In Los Angeles, George Pinocchio for ABC News.
This is Wakanda, the fictional African nation from the blockbuster movie Black Panther. This is Wacounda, Illinois. They are not the same place. I'm saying this because officials of the small town have been getting some curious calls from fans of the film. The executive assistant to the mayor told The Hollywood Reporter one caller grilled her over where the town was hiding its vibranium. Vibranium is the fictional metal from the movie, known for being stronger than any other. Another caller reportedly phoned to confirm the pronunciation of the town, then shouted, Wakanda forever. There was also a suggestion to change the town's high school mascot to, you guessed it, a Black Panther. But the school's principal said that the current mascot, a bulldog, will remain for now. Students at this Indiana high school are spreading positive messages to one another, and the timing couldn't be better. Positive thoughts and words of encouragement adorn students' lockers at Carmel High School, all 5,100 of them.
Today is the start of something great. You don't need a reason to help people.
Be the type of person you want to meet.
It started as a challenge by administrators to students for random acts of kindness. The result was overwhelming. And while the messages were planned prior to the tragic shooting in Parkland, Florida, everyone agrees that these acts of kindness couldn't have come at a better time. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Thanks, Jeremy. In 1867, Howard University, a historically black college of higher learning in Washington, D.C., was founded. Speaking of 1867, a shout out to the Golden Bulls of my alma mater, Johnson C. Smith University, as the men's basketball team take on Bowie State University tonight in the semifinals of the CIAA tournament in Charlotte. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with singer John Bon Jovi. He's 56. Actress Rebel Wilson is 38. And James Bond actor Daniel Craig is 50. Well, that's our time for today. You've been watching What's Trending. Get more headlines on our ABC Columbia mobile app and at abccolumbia.com. I'm Kimberlei Davis. Be kind to each other. I hope that you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.
Why would a woman tie herself up before killing herself?
Who does that?
Now tonight, all new developments in the baffling case that made stunning headlines. 2 suspicious deaths just days apart. A mogul's 6-year-old son dying in a freak household fall. His girlfriend dead in a suicide.
Anyone that's heard of this case says that's not a suicide.
And the millionaire's brother who found her body. The authorities ruled case closed. The family doesn't believe it was suicide and won't give up. And now 2020 picks up with our own investigation. Tonight at 10/9 Central on ABC.